Leviathan, I guess, is gonna be the starter set. So let's just check out the miniatures. I was sleeping when the reveals were happening. I guess it was earlier today. I'm recording this on the 29th of April, and these were released on the 29th, so... let's see. I'm not gonna watch the video. Okay, Captain in Terminator armor. Looks cool. Sadly, they're blocking the base with these things. Maybe put these things behind so that we can see the base, but... Is that a... He's standing on some type of Tyranid. I'm guessing maybe a Hive Tyrant or a Carnifex. But he looks fine. I mean, Terminator armor hasn't really been like my, wow, I love Terminator armor. It's been like, they're okay. I actually prefer Gravis. But if this is gonna be the way that they're like reintroducing like new Terminator armor, that's fine. Okay, I actually like the Librarian a bit more. Maybe it's just because of the way he's painted, but I actually like the engravings. And yeah, Librarians in Terminator armor I like, and like the axe. I know it's a power axe. Is it called like a force axe? Because I know they have like force... Oh god. Let's see. It doesn't say. Well, I'm gonna say power axe, but I think the Librarians have like something special with their axes. A lieutenant with a combi flamer. Okay, another lieutenant. And yeah, there's his combi flamer. Those little poison or acid things are probably they look easy to remove. I don't kind of like when they do that, and this looks pretty terrible. But it looks easy to... Oh, but he does have a Tyranid strapped onto him. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, some carapace right there. A biologist, so basically apothecary. Oh, it says apothecary biologist. Jesus, maybe I should read the entire thing. Okay, he's a scientist rather than a doctor. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look at that, Gravis. Yeah, I just like how Gravis looks. Let's see. Kind of wish we got like... Oh, okay, maybe here we're gonna get some full... Okay, well... we got a little bit like those spinny things. Because I think... yeah, he looks fine, but... That's all I can say. Well, I think he actually looks good. But... I would like to see, a 360 view. And... Jesus, wait, are all of them on tactical rocks? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus, okay. 4, 5. Okay, and these are the new updated Terminators. Looks like a Terminator. I'm sure they are bigger than Terminators. The new ones. The old ones. I'm sure these are bigger than the old ones. My guess is that these are probably like a head or two bigger than the primaries. Is my guess, because I'm guessing these are 40 mil bases. That's my guess. It looks like it, but I don't actually know like how big this guy is. I'm looking at if you look at the tufts. But then again, if these actually looks like maybe it's bigger than 40. Maybe it's a 50. Who cares? Okay, they look like they are like slightly, so you don't really need to barrel the drill into these bolters. Storm bolters. Yeah, because I'm someone who drills my bolt guns and storm bolters and those stuff. You didn't like my plasma guns. But man, is it annoying. I kind of like, man, just sculpt it, drilled. I mean, they look like Terminators. Nothing special to them. Kind of wish they had some flair, because so far, because I know that these, I mean, they're in the starter set, so they're gonna be push fit, and they look push fit. Give them some, you know, like this guy, he has like the Tyranid here. This guy, okay, I mean, I still think it looks great. Maybe he doesn't have, like, not all of them need to have Tyranid stuff. So okay, it makes sense that the Librarian and the Apothecary don't have it. But these guys, I feel like they need something extra. Because to me, it's kind of like, oh, they're just Terminators. And I don't really see like that much of a difference from these. Maybe like the proportions looks better, but And Stern Guard veterans. Okay, so these are the primary Stern Guard veterans. Again, they look good, but give them some Tyranid flavor. Give them some Tyranid, prices, on them. Because you're going to have them in the Tyranid versus Space Marine box, right? So give them some of that. And then when you release the multi-kit, the non-push fit one, then you can make them like a blank canvas. Okay, I like that. It isn't just painted. It looks like there is actually like it's indented. That looks cool. Yeah, that's all I have to say about them. Like, they are fancier Space Marines. Infernus squad. So these are obviously flamethrower boys. Nice. I like that. It's a whole squad of just flamethrowers. Oh, are these like different type of flamethrowers? A pyre blaster. Okay, so these are also the only ones that they gave. So I guess these are the only ones with like new type of weapon, because they gave you, their card right here, so that you can see like, okay, wait, is this a regular flamer? No, it's a pyre blaster. And I actually like the new stat cards that they have. I think it looks a lot better than the 40k ones, the current and the further back. I think so far these are the best looking stat cards. But we'll see. I mean, I wasn't interested at all in 40k in 9th edition. During 9th edition, I was more interested in Age of Sigmar 2nd edition. And at the moment, with 3rd edition, it's Age of Sigmar, I'm not that into it. But we'll see. Like, I'm slowly painting my Guardsmen and my Seraphon. Okay, well, that is Imperial Knight, but there is a Seraphon behind me. And my Daughters of Cain. Oh god, I have 3 projects that I'm working on, and I may be finishing like 5 models a year. Let's see. Ballistus Dreadnought. I don't like it. I actually like the Redemptor Dreadnought style, but they're obviously trying to make this look like an old school Dreadnought in the new Dreadnought style, and I don't think it works. Like, I would like a better picture, but because this is like just cut off like this, and still I don't think it works. Even though it is better proportion than a Dreadnought. I mean, the Dreadnought, this upper part is like so big compared to those tiny legs. So this at least looks like it could potentially hold it up. But I really like the new Dreadnoughts, what they've done with them, that they're different. And this is just a box knot. Like, the new Dreadnoughts was better because they weren't box knots. Well, I actually love the box knot as well. But the new dreadnoughts, I don't want them to be box knots. I want them to be different. And this looks like a box knot. And it has like a completely new weapon. Ballistus. Whatever. Okay, I don't care. Alright, so out of all of these, I mean the Inferno squad, you know, they're just intercessors with a new type of flamethrower. Kind of wish they just had heavy flamers. Because I don't really like how these flamers look. But, yeah. That's kind of like how I feel about this. But I can understand, you know, have some flamethrowers when you're fighting Neds. Probably good. I mean, I think the thing that I like the most is the Apothecary. Then maybe the Librarian. And then the Stern Guard. And I think the Stern Guard and the Librarian, like either one can be number 2 or 3. But the clear winner is the Apothecary. Okay, now the Tyranids. Let's see. Screamer Killer. Okay, so this is the Carnifex. Screamer Killer. I was like, wait, why do I recognize that? Okay, yeah. Screamer Killer. And I think this is obviously based on that old, like, very great Screamer. Was it called Screamer Killer back then, or was it just the Carnifex model? I actually don't know. I mean, when that model was released, I wasn't even born, but I've seen that one. I love how it looks. And yeah, I think this is a good modern interpretation for it. Tyranids have never really been my thing. But, looks fine. Yeah. I actually like how they painted this. But I don't know how I think I would want to see this in grey. Just to see how it actually looks. There's that card. Oh, what is this? A Neuro Tyrant. Okay. Again, I guess wish we had a better picture. This is too dark to see anything. 2 sets of mouth. Alright. Those little cysts it has with it are nice. I guess it's gonna be like wound markers maybe. These things die before this one. And obviously it's kind of some type of like a zoanthrope, yeah. Blah blah. Okay, so it seems like it might actually be decent in melee as well as, you know, psychic pressure. Okay. I mean, I can't really give an opinion on this here because I can barely see anything. But right here, I mean, it looks like an evolution of the zoanthrope. So, yeah. But I do think I still prefer the zoanthrope look than this. I think this, like, call it has is way too big. Neuroguns, okay, so new Hormagons maybe? Or maybe this is just a new Gaunt type and Hormagons are still gonna be in it. I don't like their faces. What the fuck? It's like they have like armor platings. What is this? I mean, I both like and dislike them. They're... Okay, and this is obviously the leader. So is this like a synapse booster maybe? Yeah, because then this is called Neuro, so it has something to do. So the theme for the Tyranids is something with Neuro. crucial relays. Okay, yeah. So they're like synapse network things. Synapse to probably like to boost synapse to like the other horde. Like, you know, the Hormagons, the Termagons probably. And they are it says bodyguards. Okay, that's what they look like. Hive guard, is that what it's called? Tyrant guard? Hive guard? Those like big things that like protects hive tyrants. Like hive tyrant bodyguards, basically. They like walk on all fours. Basically like a tank. Okay, now when I look at them through that, I like these a bit more. Like design-wise. I still don't like how the lower jaw is. But yeah. Kind of wish the face was more like a normal gaunt. Because to me, I kind of like the rest, just not the face. Tyranid Prime. Okay. Tyranid Prime. Oh yeah, the Tyranid Warriors. Okay. Like Tyranid Prime, like, wait. Doesn't really ring a bell. But no, it's the leader model of the Tyranid Warriors. Okay. I think normally before, I think you could. I've seen conversions of Tyranid Warriors with wings, and then I think one of the models in the kit has like big shoulder pads compared to the others. And I think that was like the prime, basically the sergeant of the unit. Yeah. Looks fine. The wings underneath, I mean, you could probably change that very easily. Just put the wings at the top. Is probably where I would want them. When it comes to looks, I think I prefer wings at the top and then the other arms below. Because I'm imagining it, and I think it would look better. Other than that, it looks good. I like the tongue, the smile, beautiful smile. Just look at this innocent man. Oh, okay, there's more. Von Ryan's Leapers. What a weird name. Why is it like that? I need to... Okay, huh. So, yeah, it's some... Okay, so they kind of like, who knows who it was? So I'm gonna say it was kind of like maybe a... imperial scientist who first discovered these and then named them after himself or something. Leapers. Okay, so they're not like reapers. Is that what they were called? Jesus, I barely remember what they're called now. The things that they look like in the Tyranid army, the assassin things that can shoot out and, you know, bring things into them. They look fine. I kind of think I would like one with a face that isn't just maybe like more of like more compacted, to see how does it look when it isn't just basically squirming around with its mouth. I guess this is that, but I would like to see it like head on. And I think the paint, I mean, I really like the paint job on the claws, but the overall paint scheme of the new like Leviathan that they're doing is like really tough for me to see. I prefer the old paint scheme, or just do another paint scheme for the Tyranids rather than the Leviathan, because I have a really hard time differentiating things. They're like really hard on my eyes. Oh, and new Termagants. Okay. They look good. You know what? Oh, do the old Termagants have this? Neck bump? not neck bump, the carapace bump, because this right here is one of the worst things about the Saurus warriors. Like they all have that, like a thing like that, and it, oh man, like it annoys me so much. Yeah, it makes it harder to paint their scales. Oh, and Ripper Swarms. Alright, nice, that's cute. I mean, I actually really like these Termagants. Now, I don't really have a clear picture in my mind of how the old one looks. But to me, this is how they looked. Just worse, you know. And maybe the old ones don't have this bump right here. Because I don't remember that. Oh, and something new. Barb Gaunts. Alright. Alright, like, is this some type of artillery unit? Like forward deployed, maybe like mortar or something? Well, it looks more like an arrow, and it's like a barb. So maybe this kind of like las cannons in a sense, like a, not las cannon, a bolt thrower, you know, like think about like a bolt thrower. A ballista, there we go. Maybe these are more closely to ballistas. That's what it looks like to me. Artillery organism who's closer to the front line. Then Hive Guard. Is it Hive Guard I'm thinking of? Yes, it's not Hive Guard. Well, maybe it is. They look. Alright, well. Oh, and there's something there. A Psychophage. I can already tell the smoke. I'm not gonna like. Oh, but the smoke looks easy to remove. So that's fine. Oh, nice. And he's eating a Space Marine. Good, good. Organic Furnace. What? Okay, so it eat things and then turn it into like warp stuff. Or, you know, psychic things. Because not really warp, because the Tyranids don't use the warp. As far as we know. We do think that they do something else, right? This whole thing about shadows. It's called, what's it called? Shadows in the warp? Like the cloud, the warp. It looks fine. I mean, I like the mouth. It looks very terrifying. Obviously, it looks a lot like a spider. Like the big abdomen with the legs, but it only has, I guess, 6 legs instead of 8. And it looks like it has like a barb stinger right here. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Not the best big Tyraniid creature, but it's fine. Yeah, that was, I guess, the starter set for 10th edition. Looks cool. I would probably not get it, because if I were to get it, I would get it for the Space Marine half, because I do have some Space Marines, because I did get the Primaris versus Death Guard starter set. I have those. I haven't painted them. I haven't even assembled them. Because I was painting, you know, the Death Guard ones to sell. And also because I want to paint my Imperial Guard first. Because I want my Primaris, like my OC characters for my Guard is that they're the Guard and the Primaris ones are like fleet based. They don't really recruit from specific worlds. They just pick up remnants of Imperial or Astra Militarum units. For example, if a Imperial Guard thing have fought in a planet And it's kind of like, they've suffered enough losses to where it's kind of like, really, is it worth turning you guys into a planetary defense force? Or it's kind of like, we don't really have a need for planetary defense force for this. And if the fleet is in the system, whatever, maybe they'll come and pick them up and then reabsorb whatever Imperial Guard unit army into their army. And then from that stock is how they then recruit the Primaries. Or the Space Marines. But yeah, I was looking at it, and if I were to get it, it would just be for the biologists and then maybe the librarian Terminator armor. And I'm not gonna get a starter set just because of that. And maybe in 10 years I'll get the apothecary by itself. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.